Draymond deserved to be ejected. I'm shocked that so many people don't think this was a flagrant 2. A flagrant 2 is unnecessary and excessive contact. All right. Now, if you look at the play, and it's hard in real time, but he slapped Brandon Clark pretty hard. And I think that was unnecessary or excessive. Like he slapped him, and so that number one was a flagrant 2. And then he pulled him down. Now, Draymond said his hand got caught in the jersey. It didn't look like it to me. It looked like Draymond was holding the jersey, but who knows? The referees can't sit there and determine your intent. It looked like you pulled him down, but the slap was really bad. And for Draymond and others to just brush over that, I thought was ridiculous. So, yeah, I thought it was a flagrant 2. Now, as far as reputation, I thought it was deserved without the reputation. But when you throw the reputation of Draymond onto it, that does add to it, and that's true in everything, not just basketball, but life in general. Past behavior and actions do impact current, thoughts about things you've done. If next season, if Kyrie Irving takes a game or a week off for personal reasons, people are going to be skeptical. What is going on with Kyrie? Why'd he do it? If LeBron James does it, you just take it at face value. Okay, something's going on. He needs to be off. And so that is an example of how, Nick, reputation always factors into how we judge an action that happens now in the present. But, yeah, he deserved it, and I thought it was fine.
Listen, I think reputation played a part in it, but reputation also aids Draymond all the time in avoiding technical fouls. Because Draymond's rep is that he's so demonstrative and he is so barky and he's so vulgar at times towards the officials that they just bake that in. And we see Draymond get away with stuff that other guys would get a technical for immediately. And so, yeah, do I think referees, if it's a 50-50 flagrant 1 or flagrant 2, or if it's a 50-50 common foul, flagrant foul, err on the side of flagrant with Draymond when he's a guy who has played like this throughout his career? Of course. But I also thought I was shocked that the broadcast was like, I was shocked they were shocked. Because I think the referees looked at the tape and they're like, all right, he whacked him in the face. That's a flagrant 1.
Right.
A player was in a vulnerable position up in the air. Draymond grabs his jersey and rips him down. If he would have just whacked him in the face, that to me would have been a flagrant 1. If he would have just pulled him down, that could have been a flagrant 1. He did them both on the same play. Okay, flagrant 2. And then if the referees were at all like, because Kane Fitzgerald's crew, they didn't exactly bathe themselves in glory throughout this game. If they at any point they were like, oh boy, I don't know if we made the right call. This display vindicated them. They're like, okay, he's being a maniac. Listen, I think Draymond is an all-time great player. But during the games, he can be a maniac. And by the way, Wilds, he's never going to change. Some people will argue they lost a championship because of flagrant foul accumulation. That all started with a body slam of Michael Beasley in round 1 in a game that was decided, and then continued with a kick to Steven Adams' groin, and then a kick or a punch to LeBron James's groin. But also the whole inability to keep his composure.
He didn't.
Some would argue they lost. Well, okay. Take it up with Adam Silver, buddy. I didn't assign him the flagrant foul. What, you want to call it a slap? You want to call it a push? Whatever you want to call it. We all saw the video. But then, hold on. Listen, I'm not trying to relitigate the 2016 finals, my friend. It happened. Okay. They lost, whatever. But then also, the losing your composure. Some would argue that the fissure that turned into the split with Kevin Durant and the Warriors was Draymond in the heat of the moment, losing his composure. And last night, he kind of looked like a fool at, doing what he was doing. And so I think he's an all-time player. And I think he gives the Warriors exactly what they need. I also think he deserved to get ejected, and he didn't handle the ejection well.
Okay, we're all parents on this show. This is how I would have handled it. And Broussard, tell me if this falls upon kind ears. I agree with Nick. The slap in the face, aggressive. The jersey grab, aggressive. But then halfway through the jersey grab, Draymond's like, uh-oh, let me quickly apologize, try to hold you up. And the reason why I say it's like parenting, it's when you ever hear your kid do something that's bad and you just don't want to deal with it, you're just like, apologize right now. Just apologize right now. We won't go through the whole process of reprimanding you and punishing you. Just apologize right now, and I will forget about it. So Broussard, to me, yeah, it wasn't great. He did grab the jersey, but he grabbed the jersey for 1 second, and then he just started to apologize halfway through. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me try to hold you up. Would that hold any water for you? The quick apology. We see it all the time in football. Hit the quarterback. No, I'll help you up. Oh, let me get you. I nailed you behind the stanchion. Let me help you up. That works for me. A quick apology. I'm good. Forgive and forget.
No, look, if one of my kids, one of my daughters took one of her sister's dolls and quickly apologized, fine. But if she hauled off and slapped her in the face, I'm sorry, the quick apology is not going to work, okay? Draymond did that simply because he knew. He thought about the repercussions. Oh, this could be bad. I could get ejected down the road in whether this game or down the road, because that's what Dre's concerned about. Obviously, they won the game without
accumulation.
But what he's concerned about is down the road. If he gets another flagrant-2, that's an automatic ejection from a game, in the playoffs. So he's got to be careful now, and that's what he was concerned about. Wilds, I'm not giving him, taking it easy on him.
So that last point Brew made's the really important one, because the Warriors won anyway. At 4 flagrant foul points, you are suspended. That is why he was suspended for the 2016 finals. It was not for the singular violent act against LeBron. It was because that was his 4th flagrant foul point that resulted in the suspension. Again, Wilds, you can try to relitigate the history of it. I'm just telling you what the NBA, a league you once worked with hand in glove, declared. Maybe back in the day you should have talked with Adam about it. Sorry, buddy. They called it a singular violent act against LeBron's very sensitive area, and he was suspended for it. That's just what happened, my friend. The point I am making is this. If they get out of this round, waiting for them in the next round will be 2 guys that really know how to get under your skin. Either Chris Paul or Luka Doncic. And if you think Draymond Green in a 7-game series isn't going to whack one of those 2 guys, I got news for you. One of those guys is going to get whacked. And the question is it going to be a flagrant 1 or a flagrant 2? Or will it be multiple flagrant ones? Right now, I would say if the Warriors win this series, it's probably a 50-50 shot that Draymond is suspended at some point in the playoffs. I don't think he's going to play another 10 playoff games and not get another flagrant foul. So we'll see if the NBA downgrades it this morning, Jenna. But I don't think they will. I think he's going to have 2 flagrant foul points, and that could be a problem.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.